Recently, I read a quote that inspired me to make another video on how to be happy while single. It says, single is no longer a lack of options, but a choice to refuse to let your life be defined by your relationship status, but to live every day happily and let ever after work itself out. That's Mandy Hale. Hi, I'm Dr. Tiffany Shelton Mariel. I'm the manifesting psychologist. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when I post manifestation videos every week. So I want you to watch this video to learn how to truly vibrate high while single so you can manifest love and be happy on the way there. In my journey to manifest love, there were 3 key beliefs that I had to overcome in order to go from desperate for love to enjoying the journey to attracting love. And I want to share these beliefs that I overcame with you so you can do the same thing and actually enjoy your journey to manifesting love by overcoming any negative beliefs that might be under the surface. So be sure to follow me on Instagram for daily tips on manifestation at @_Tiffany Shelton. Okay, the first belief that I had to overcome was I have to control the process. I was manically forcing the opportunity to find love, looking for a guy every time I went out. And I would send this vibe of neediness and scarcity and a fear of letting go and letting the universe help me in that process of co-creating the process of that person coming to me. And so I really had to get over this belief that I had to control the whole process because that was sending me into like a desperate neediness, scarcity mindset. I have a video on overcoming limiting beliefs that will go into like my specific technique on how to do this that I have developed and used with many clients. But that was the first one that I really had to get over in order to hone my happiness while being single, was this idea that I had to manically force this thing to happen instead of co-creating with God and allowing the process to unfold divinely. The second limiting belief that I had to get over is that a relationship is going to make me happy. Yes, a relationship brings about feelings of joy and excitement, but that's not the only route to access those emotions. You can access those emotions of joy, love, connection, happiness, excitement while you're single. And actually, the more I access those feelings on my own as I was single, the actual quicker it sped up the process that I manifested my husband by accessing those emotions while I was single, because as you know, like attracts like in the law of attraction. So the more that you can tap into your abundance before you get it, the more power you have in attracting it. As Oscar Wilde said, to love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. In my manifestation planner, which I will link in the description below, I have a planning strategy that will help you prioritize your happiness on a daily basis so you can manifest faster, and this is going to help you overcome this negative belief, if you have that in the process as well, that you need a relationship to be happy. In my manifestation planner printable, I lay out how to infuse happiness into your everyday life so you can vibrate high daily basis and attract more powerfully. Like I said, it's linked in the description below. The third limiting belief that I really had to get over in order to be happy while single was that if I'm not in a relationship, that I'm not good enough. And this, I had to do a lot of conscious work to access this belief and actually do the conscious work to overcome it as well. For me, I had this negative belief that not being in a relationship was this validating factor that made me believe that I wasn't good enough. And I had to do the conscious work through meditating, journaling, this technique that I use that is in the video that I will link in the description as well, to really uncover this, because this was like a deep-seated belief related to a pretty common negative belief that a lot of people have, is that I'm not good enough. And so my happiness was limited by this belief that I had not checked, and doing so allowed me to be more empowered to know that my happiness does not, and my worthiness does not depend on a relationship. And then allowing me to, when I noticed that belief coming up, if I was feeling less than or comparing myself to other people in a relationship, then I could check that. I had the power, because I had uncovered it, to then overcome it in the moment if it were to come back up and if it were to affect the way that I was feeling. So many times we can tie our worthiness to our relationship status, especially if we're comparing our lives to other people's. Your worth is not dependent on your relationship status, and it's important to remind yourself that you are following your own divine path and timing. It's not that others that are in a relationship are better than you. It's just that they're on a different path and have different timing, difficult, unique challenges of their own and obstacles that they're facing. So we all have our own path. Oh, those are the 3 limiting beliefs that I really had to tap into and do the conscious work to overcome so I could maintain my happiness while I was manifesting love. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it below, and subscribe and share it with your fellow manifestors. Also, comment below manifesting if this video helped you. I would love to know if you are vibing with this type of video. I know people really like the first one that I posted on this topic. Now, as always, I want to share a random fact about me so we can get to know each other a little bit better. This week's random fact about me is I just returned to work after maternity leave, and it's been a mixture of feelings of excitement and sadness from missing the baby, but also, you know, excited to get back to working full time as well. That's why I missed 2 weeks of posting, because I was just getting back in the groove and allowing myself some time. But I am back. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, namaste.